Hello guys, welcome to maybe the last tutorial or I think this will be the last and because I want to you can add some action bar, going back buttons and switching between activities, and maybe we can do this refinement also in this tutorial, but let's first get to the real deal, which is Dagger. So I'll just minimize this work and only so Dagger, you have heard a lot. It's about data injection, and most of the apps, the new apps, are totally working on this architecture. Because if you go to my previous tutorials, you can see that how much boilerplate code I have written just to fetch the API data, but now you see how clear it is from here. And what about this SQLite database that I have made videos previously? So long chords. I mean, this is also long, but you see the refinement and the new like architecture that Android has given. And so I'm very excited to to be able to make these videos and learn this with you guys. And so let's get to in towards the Dagger. Let's just keep on creating this. Okay. I know this is a bit like a I mean, if you really watch it with the focus, then you can definitely build this app. But if you really want to understand it, I would suggest that before you watch this tutorial, I would suggest that you go on Google and do some research on what is Android MVVM and like all these architecture. So because uh, I have explained you guys the if you don't want to Google, you can just watch my previous tutorial of the news app. Like how do I fetch data from the API, and you can compare it with this, and now you will see the difference, that why we should use this new technology that Google has provided us. So I wish I could explain you more about Dagger, but that will be too detailed. But right now, Uh, there are three types of injection. One is constructor injection, one is field injection, and one is method injection. But how we are pushing the data in here, we would have to, like change this to view model, and okay, and we would have to change this to repository and repository. Yeah, we have to make these changes. Repository is equal to repository. This is the only change that will be done here, and rest of the things that we have to do here. So application module, so here we are taking the contacts of the application. Application application module. So I'll try my best to explain you a little bit, but I think you will not understand it because it's really deep concept. So this application module is dependent on application itself. So whenever we pass something in the constructor, we are giving a state to our class. So this has the state now, and without, if we, wherever that we want to use this module, we will not be able to use it without the application, right? So yeah, in Dagger, this is the concept that here this application is the dependency, and application module is dependent on the application itself. So now this module provides a singleton, means the instance of the data injection. If we don't write singleton, that means like every time we go to a different activity, it will create another instance, and that will be resulting into a like maybe slow performance, or you can say that like it will take more memory. So application provides app, and we can return application. Now we will go to our repository module, and here we will again annotate it, and this provides a singleton instance of repository, provides repository application return new and repository application. That's it. And then we will go to our component, where we will write code to component. Which modules do we have? We have two modules. One is application module and one is repository module, and it's singleton also. So what we need is, we want to inject the data into our main activity, our movie detail activity, and our favorite activity. That's it. We will go to the app, and here it extends application static app. We will create one constructor, also first getting our component, component, not the constructor, alt and maybe control O. Nope. So we need an override method of onCreate, where app is equal to this. And now what we will do is, we will rebuild the project. So first of all, we'll put it here to null, because the Dagger will regenerate the codes for us for the component that we have to use. So if we come in here after this is done, we will see that there will be new codes generated for our Dagger. Okay, yep. This is for data binding. Yeah, this is here. This is the newly generated code. Yeah, Dagger movie component builder method. The module, because this has a state. So if our module has a state, then we have to pass it in here. And the reason I'm only passing this module because this module has a constructor and the repository module does not have a constructor, and that means that does not have a state. So this has a state which is application. This does not have a state. Making sure that I have annotated it. Okay, we're going back to our component, no, not component, app. Okay, build, and let's create a getter method for alt insert for app. Both of these we need a getter methods. Yeah, okay. And what we need is in the repository module, we have to, I think, add the in the view model, I think. Let's just go to view model now. So here we will extend it as extended view model providers factory. This is a factory that we are going to use. Okay, now let's take our repository and create a constructor and pass this alt insert constructor because we are taking our data from the repository. So we will use inject annotation here and return the new the view model passing repository in it. Okay, that's it. And lastly, we will go to, if we want to use this will not work without this step, adding the app class name here. Okay, perfect. Now what we have to do is we have to go to our three activities where we are doing the injection. So first of all, for main activity, I'll go here and what's our movies view model factory, movies view model factory inject, and here we will change this movies view model factory and app dot get app dot get movies component inject main activity. These are like dagger injection is taking place. Similarly, what we will do here is we will pick this up. We will go to movie detail activity. and we will use model, and we will add this inject, and now movie retail activity is this. Okay, we'll pick this up again, go to the favorite activity and replace this with this code, inject favorite, oh sorry, movie views model factory. Okay, I think that's about it, and let's rerun our app. In the appearance, like maybe you will not see any change, and some can skip it also, but that's how the new apps are being built. uh yeah, so I think that was the last step of our big app that we have made today. So give yourself a pat on the shoulder if the app is running perfectly after this last step. So okay, don't crash. Okay, yeah, so this is the Dagger injection that we have done, and now we can just create a menu that can take you to the favorite. So that was missing, and we will go to the rest folder. Wow, a lot of things are missing maybe. And yeah, we can name it as menu. So yeah, menu. Okay, menu resource file, menu. We can item, mm, what's the problem in here? Show action and never. Title is favorite movies, and lastly the ID is favorites menu. Okay, what is the issue? Wrong closing tag. Okay, so we will go to the main activity. This is easy, I know you can do it, but since I'm at it, so on create options menu, get menu inflator, inflate, menu dot menu dot menu, and lastly on options item selected, if item dot get item ID is equal to favorites menu, then what do you want to happen? Start activity, new intent, main activity this, favorite activity class. Okay, perfect. So now this takes care of our showing us the menu and taking us to favorite activity. And lastly, I want to add some buttons for you that can take you back and forth into the activities. So what do we do here? We will, if you are on the detail activity, then get support action bar, set home as enabled true, get support action bar, set title as the movie name. So what we do is here we will get the movie name. This is just, beautiful, looks beautiful. Whatever the movie title that you have, the movie that you have clicked on, it will be shown in the action bar, maybe, or maybe it will show an error, then we will fix it. Okay, and okay, one more, the favorite activity. So the favorite activity should take you to and okay, here also no, here it should be only favorites, and the manifest, the parent activity is main activity, movie related parent activity is main activity. Let's try running the app, guys. So let's just click. Okay, yeah, you see this, going back, Fatman. Okay, now let's test our favorite movie. Okay, favorites, perfect, guys. The app is working amazingly, and it has like gotten beautiful UI, decent UI, and like all the latest functionalities are in here. So what I'll do, I'll just upload this project in front of you into the GitHub. The movies YouTube tutorial. Okay, guys. Okay, the name uh, movies YouTube tutorial. So this is done, guys. Such an amazing architecture and all that, latest technology that Android is using. Yeah, if you like my channel, do subscribe, and if you have any questions, please get back to me. We are done for the day. Sam signing out. Bye.